Hello, my Capricorn family. This is Barb at Mystic Door Tarot, and this is your weekly tarot reading for you, Capricorn, for June 8th through the 14th. Thank you for joining me today, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. And please subscribe and join me each and every day for my quick glance daily readings. Now, just a reminder, these are general readings. For a personalized reading, click on my website link below. So let's get started and see what your cards are indicating this week. Starting with your first card, Capricorn, this is your anchor card for the reading. You have the Major Arcana card, the Hierophant. This card, being your anchor card, Capricorn, sets the tone for the whole reading. Now, this card is indicating that you need to take a good look at your beliefs, Capricorn. Now, this can indicate that what you believed in, what you were raised on, is no longer serving a purpose for some of you. How you look at things, situations, relationships, whoever has been your guiding influence, Capricorn, might need to be replaced. Think about the lessons you've learned, and is it time to let go of this individual, being the person that teaches you, and maybe seek out a new spiritual teacher, a new mentor? Now, the Hierophant card showing up is telling you at this time, Cap, to reassess what you believe in, what you've been taught to believe in. And since this is actually Taurus's card, it just might be a Taurus individual that you need to let go of. You need to start having your own beliefs, your own thoughts in regards to your life, your situation, your career, your business, your relationships, all those things. You need to have your own beliefs. Now, the number 5 energy of this card is a difficult energy. It's hard to let go of a belief that has been with you for a long time. But the Hierophant card is showing up as a Major Arcana card, indicating changes are necessary. The number 5 energy is a struggle of you now possibly taking a new belief system. This is a new path for you, Capricorn. Now, looking at the card here, and let's see if I can get cooperation. There we go. The biggest thing that I was connected to is the crossed keys at the bottom of the card. That is almost like a spiritual knowledge, something that not all individuals will be able to grasp. Now, keys in general showing up in a reading represents answers and knowledge. But you might be going to a different spiritual leader now and leaving everything that you used to believe in behind, because you're seeking new knowledge, a new way of thinking. And for some Capricorns, it might be a Taurus individual that you're leaving behind. And not that this individual will be out of your life, but you're not going to be taking instruction or advice so much from them anymore. And then once again, the number 5 energy of this card is shaking things up. It's breaking your old habits, and sometimes it's passing through fire to be made stronger, kind of like the rising of the phoenix from the ashes. 5 is the number of the throat chakra, which is concerned with communication. And for some Capricorns, you're moving on. You're going to get a whole new type of communication that you're going to use on an everyday basis to create a better life for yourself. Now, for the Capricorns that are happy with their traditional beliefs, how you were raised, you're going to take the path to stay with tradition. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I will leave you this food for thought. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Now, moving on to your next card, Capricorn. You have the 2 of Pentacles. Now, I love how this deck depicts this card. There's a lot going on in this card. Now, first, stop with the fact that it's the Two of Pentacles, so it has to do with balance. And it's hard enough to ride a bike of this nature, but to ride it across water almost seems impossible. How and why would she do this? But the Lemnis gate, here is the key. And in this picture, it's acting as the connecting chain of the bike. And it's the flow of the universe. It's infinity. The Two of Pentacles is the relationship you have between available resources. And in this case, it's time and energy. She exerts great will and strength in order to retain this balance. This showing up in your reading is indicating that you're going to find yourself really hard pressed to balance everything. That you feel needs to balance, to have everything balanced in your life. Now, for some Capricorns, you can do it and you will do it, but maybe not for long, or as long as it might be needed or necessary. Now, thinking about what must be balanced in your life, Capricorn, this brings up another important question to you. And also the fact that she's riding over the water just furiously. We do know water represents emotions, and that's where the energy of she feels the need to do this comes in. It's a perceived need, not necessarily a real need. So there's a lot going on in this card. And the Two of Pentacles in general is multitasking. It's being busy doing so much. And a lot of the time you have to do a reality check when this card shows up. Do you really need to be doing all of what you're doing? For some Capricorns, you're keeping yourself busy to ignore possibly an emotional situation that's going on around you. So your anchor card for the reading, the Hierophant, is addressing your belief system. So why is it, Capricorn, that you're keeping yourself so busy with so many tasks? It seems to be avoiding some possible emotions. Now, for other Capricorns, the Two of Pentacles could be showing up telling you to follow the money. And once again, this card is a great depiction of that she is traveling over water on this type of bike very quickly. This is a card that indicates that you may need to travel or even move house in order to take advantage of some type of material opportunity. So for some Capricorns, you might get a job opportunity, but you're going to have to move maybe to a new city or possibly a new state in order to take advantage of it. Now, the Two of Pentacles here is actually your card, Capricorn. So you're trying to keep everything balanced, and you really need to take a look as to what is the reason behind this need to keep everything balanced and in control of your life. Now, the number 2 is the number of the sacral chakra, which I talk about all the time. It has to do with change. So your Two of Pentacles is indicating change is needed. The major arcana card, the Hierophant, is indicating change is needed. And since this is your anchor card, this is in how you believe, your belief system, how you think about things, how you view things should be. Why are you trying to keep so much in balance, Capricorn? This is not what I would call an easy energy. Look how hard she's working on this card. She's so determined. You shouldn't have to work that hard to keep things in balance. So this has got something to do with your relationships around you, Capricorn. It's not balanced. You need to take a good look at that. Now, taking a look at your next card, you have the Ten of Cups. Okay, Capricorn, now I see what's going on here. For some of you, this is not for all of you, but the Two of Pentacles is you're desperately trying to have a happy home, to have peace, to have shared love. Now, for some Capricorns, the Ten of Cups showing up is a warning that your ideas about relationships are based on unrealistic, almost like fairy tale endings. This card can be indicating the equality of your relationships. It's not balanced. That's why looking at your Two of Pentacles card, you're working so hard, Capricorn, to try to keep the balance in your home and with those relationships. And looking at the card here, this is an unusual Ten of Cups. Look at the cups. Let's see. There we go. Look at the cups. They're kind of like spinning out of control. Usually all the cups on this card are upright. That would mean you have a happy home and everything is good. These cups are overturned. A few are upright. And even the individuals here on the bench, he's looking a bit worried and she doesn't look very happy. So this is indicating, Capricorn, there's some problems with the relationships around you. The first thing you need to do, Cap, is to focus on all that you do have within your relationship. So start there. This is Pisces card, the Ten of Cups. It's a very high emotion card. Now, the archway of the card is indicating openings to new paths and represents the possibility of something new. So for some Capricorns, you might be changing your belief on how you look at some of your relationships. There's a new belief, a new way of looking at things that might have something to do with what has happened in the world today. You will be looking at your relationships differently. Now, the number 10 energy of this card is talking about completion. You've reached the point of where possibly some of your relationships are just going to go. They're not going to get any better than what they are right now. So you might have decisions to make this week in regards to your belief system, and that would be in regards to your relationships. Now, for some Capricorns, the Ten of Cups usually shows up when you have a happy home, all is well, there is equality and balance in the relationship. This is where it's divided equally. But if there is one person, and if you're that person, Capricorn, that's doing everything all the time to keep that relationship going, it's not balanced. But there are, of course, Capricorns that have a happy home and relationship. But it is interesting that in this deck, the cups are all going in different directions. This is more of an indication. The messages that my guides are giving me is that there's a lot of Capricorns out there struggling with their relationships. And look at the Two of Pentacles. You're doing everything in your power to overcome struggles and challenges. And with this Ten of Cups in this deck showing up, it's struggles with relationships around you. Now, the 3-card spread adds up to 17, and that reduces to number 8. And what my guides are wanting me to emphasize on for you is, yes, it can represent abundance, but this is more about influence. This number 8 energy for your reading here is about what influences you, what influences your beliefs, and why do you do what you do. So this week, Capricorn, it's really taking a good hard look at what you believe in, why you believe in it that particular way, and who's been teaching you. Who have you been learning from? And that just might need to change this week. Now your next card, Capricorn, and your overall energy card for this reading, the Page of Swords. Now the first thing with this energy is this is unexpected news coming in very quickly, and decisions have to be made once you find out this news. This is finding out the truth in regards to something in your life. It could be in regards to something at home with your relationships, how you think about things, and that ties into your reading. The Page of Swords is an energy of being ready to try something new in relation to your ideas and your belief systems or your communication. Now, when the Page of Swords does show up, and in regards to your reading here, Capricorn, this is in regards to the fact that you probably have your hands full. Right here. She brings in clarity and insight. You may not expect what she's bringing into you, and she questions everything. She wants clear and complete explanations. So this is someone that will analyze and almost proofread any kind of communication or system that's in place. Now, this Page of Swords can show up to be a very helpful friend. This is somebody who really understands who you are, Capricorn. But she has already gone beyond your comfort zone, Cap. She's taken further steps than you ever would. But the Page of Swords will share her thoughts very bluntly with you. She's very logical. She just speaks so easily and confidently. She's prepared for something new coming in. So Capricorn, this is the energy that is throughout your week. This is something new, something unexpected. That's the energy for your week. And that certainly can be taking a good hard look at your belief system and what you've been doing and deciding to change that up. This is going to have a lot to do with your relationships this week, Capricorn. Now, I did pull an oracle card from the Enchanted map deck, and this deck is about direction, and that spirit is your constant companion, showing you true north. So let's see what the message is. Dry desert. Okay, Capricorn. This is the card telling you that now is the time to become resilient and adaptable to your situation and your relationships around you. Your angels and guides are asking, is your life presenting you with opportunities that seem to yield nothing? Have your ideas dried up? Does it feel like you're on an endless journey through a dry, hot, lifeless desert? So this card reminds you that there are times when you're meant to become resilient as you journey through harsher circumstances. And right now you're being required to conserve your energy until after consistent effort, right here, you reach the oasis that you're searching for. This is the time to go deep within yourself. Find your truth there. Let spirit, source energy, sustain you now. Whatever it is you're searching for will not be found in the conditions you're existing in until you move past the surface of things and choose to do the real work and discover the answers deep within you. This brings us back to what these keys are representing here. That's the answers. So this is really tying into your reading to really take a good look at your belief system. Your angels and guides are presenting this card because this is the time. It's most important to find what's truly right for you, Capricorn. And right now, this may not seem like the most productive time to do this, but looks are deceiving. This is exactly what's needed for you right now. So it comes back to tuning into your higher self, meditating, connecting with spirit, tapping into your authentic self, Capricorn. So the main message for your reading this week is to take a good, hard look at your belief system. Changes just might be needed. So here is your quick glance at your reading today. Your first card and your anchor card, which holds the important message for you this week, Capricorn, is the Major Arcana card, the Hierophant. This card indicates taking a good, hard look at your belief system. Do your traditional beliefs and the way that you've looked at everything, from situations, your home life, relationships, your job, does everything still hold true? This card is indicating that change might be needed. And the person, possibly a Taurus, who may have been influencing some of you, might have an old outlook. You need something fresh, Capricorn. The world has changed, and it's time to change with it. The number 5 energy of this card makes it a bit difficult going out on this new path. The 2 of Pentacles. Let's see, here we go. It's a card of multitasking and keeping so busy to avoid emotional thoughts of something that might be beyond your control. The unusual 2 of Pentacles card in this deck is showing this individual going through great lengths, taking whatever it takes to just keep the simple, everyday things in balance. For some Capricorns, the 2 of Pentacles can simply mean to follow the money. And there's going to be a lot of change and disruption in order for you to obtain it. Moving, changing house, and that might possibly upset some of the relationships around you. This is the number 2 here, which has to do with relationships. Now, your next card, the 10 of Cups, is normally a card indicating a happy home, all is well. But this particular card and the energy that it's portraying is showing that your relationships have been up and down and up and down. Just by the appearance of the cups in the archway, and even the individuals on this card are not looking happy. But the number 10 energy of this card means something is finishing up. So for some Capricorns, you might be ending some relationships at this time. Now, the numerology of your reading is 17, which reduces to 8. And the energy of this is pertaining to what is influencing your beliefs. Who is influencing your beliefs? And why do you do things the way you do? This has got to do with your belief system again, going back to the Hierophant card, which is your main message for this week. Your overall energy card is the Page of Swords. This is unexpected news coming in, and it alerts you to the truth of the situation or someone. This Page of Swords can also assist you with clarity and truth. This is your guiding energy for the week. The Page of Swords is an indication of possibly going in a new direction, and that's got to do with your thought process and your beliefs. Now, your Enchanted map card is Dry Desert. This card is telling you to dig deep for inspiration and truth. This is a time to be resilient and adaptable. This is about really tuning into your higher self, going deep within yourself now to find your truth. What are your beliefs? What still holds true for you, Capricorn? Meditating and connecting with Spirit is where you will find your truth. This is a card telling you to do the real work and discover the answers that are deep within yourself. This is about finding what's truly right for you, Capricorn. I leave you with the message of the cards, Capricorn, but it is all within your own hands. You decide your own destiny, Capricorn. Thank you so much for joining me today. Be sure to subscribe and help support my channel. Love and abundance to my Capricorn family.